Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Say It Proud, the show where we uplift young voices, stories, and power of Gen Z culture shapers and change makers. I'm your host, Precious Berry, and today we dive into how the way we talk, we dress, and sing and dance, Black and Brown communities have shaped culture worldwide, but too often our creations get stolen, watered down, or sold back to us. So how do we protect our joy, our style, and our stories? I'm joined by someone who's doing just that, L Train. He's a 17-year-old R&B and pop artist right here in St. Louis, Missouri, known for smooth vocals, sharp dance moves, and a vibe that both old school and brand new. He just opened for Gwen Stefani and headlined his own concert, all before finishing high school. L Train, welcome to Say It Proud.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my goodness, these celebrities, you've just been out in the community. Oh my goodness.
I'm amazing. I can't complain.
I'm just proud of you. You're
Thank
17
you.
years old. 17 years old.
Yeah.
Question. Let's start at the beginning. So you were singing at Friendly Temple's Children's Church.
Yes.
Take
yes,
us
ma'am.
back. Take us back. Where did Little L Train sound like? How did that shape your sound today?
Church has had a big impact on my life. That's originally where I got my start with music, with the help of D Stone, who is a DJ and does a lot of amazing things within the music community. He kind of gave me a mic and I never looked back. He used to DJ like Children's Church, which my aunt, who is also now my manager, she helped facilitate. And I would like play the drums, do a little bit of the organ, a little bit of piano. And then one day they gave me a mic and told me to come up on stage and I never looked back. And from there, I got connected with a group called the Dirty Mugs. And that kind of really helped evolve L Train in a way that I would say others didn't. Being with them kind of gave me that stage presence, kind of taught me how to run a business, but it also taught me how to engage with the crowd, make sure everybody's happy with, what I'm doing on stage and just doing it in a way that people can enjoy it.
So did you know at such that young age that music was your passion? Yeah,
I kind of didn't think about anything else really much.
Yeah.
From watching the legends like Michael Jackson and Usher and Chris Brown and Bobby Brown, just watching, the people that have came before me and how they did it. And it kind of helped me, shape my sound and things like that.
So, I identify myself as an old soul person.
Yeah.
Even though I'm Gen Z, born in 2005, I love me some good music.
Yeah.
And so what were you listening to back then, if you were to go back?
Yeah, again, it was like a lot of the Usher, the Chris Brown, the New Edition, even throwing it all the way back to like Teddy Pendergrass and the OJs, the Temptations,
Okay.
I had a good
The TKO.
Yeah,
Okay.
a good mixture of, the young, but also with, the old. So.
Yeah, I love me. My favorite, I would say, is like the Isley Brothers, the Gap Band.
Okay.
I was in Burlington the other day, right? And I was looking through some clothes, and this man is right next to me. God bless this man. And the Golden Time of Day came on.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm in Chesterfield, Burlington, and they started playing the Golden Time of Day by Maze and Frankie Beverly. I thought what I was doing. This man looked at me, he was like, what is she doing? And I'm like, let me have my moment.
Listen, that's what music does to the soul, to the spirit.
I know, and my spirit in the right place. So, you got all these big names and your influences as Michael Jackson, as you mentioned, and Chris Brown, Usher, and Bobby Brown. What did you learn from watching them?
Yeah, kind of learn how to move. A lot of times, as artists, we just think about the stage and that's it. But there's a lot that happens, off the stage that we don't really realize and look into. So studying those people kind of helped me in that area. But also, once again, all of them are amazing performers on stage. So, kind of helped me shape what I wanted to do on stage, from the dance moves and incorporating skates and all just different stuff within my show. Kind of showed me how to build a show that people could want to come back and see and can not get tired of, because there's always something new, something different, something added. So
so did you know that you were going to be like dancing in front of thousands?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I honestly didn't think about anything else besides music until maybe like middle school. And that's when I got into like photography and things. But from elementary up until middle school, I didn't think about anything besides music. Music was like my everything, and still is my everything. But I've picked up some other good traits and things of that nature. So
Yeah, so is anyone else in your family involved in the music industry?
Nah, not really.
No. So you're like a first gen in this.
Yeah, we were trying to start this like a generational thing. Hopefully in the next like 50 years we could come to Jackson's or something. Hopefully.
Yeah, has it been easy?
Yeah, honestly, it's been pretty smooth. My family is like my biggest supporters. They're at every event. They buy every ticket, listen to every song. They're really like, they're my biggest support system. So,
yeah, that's amazing. So going back to a lot of these legends that you looked up to, how do you mix those legends with your own modern sound? What makes your music yours?
Yeah, so with Michael, kind of just his stage presence is something different. The fact that he was able to be as big as he was without any social media is something that I find to be like mind-blowing. So looking at that and trying to figure out different and creative ways not to just use social media, but also figure out ways to use the personable connections from meeting people in person and seeing how we can impact their lives without the social media part. But with Chris, his dance moves is really what inspired me, and I kind of take from him the way he can do a backflip and do all this crazy stuff, which I can't do, but I try my best to emulate some of the things that he does. With Usher, I would say it's more of his vocals. The different runs and things he can do with his voice is kind of crazy to me. But still, like, not overdoing it, but still keeping it kind of smooth and kind of, laid back and chill. So
Got it. So where do you see yourself exactly in the music industry? Is it making music? Is it dancing? Is it singing? What is it?
I say it's all of that. I think there's not a lot of kids, at least people my age, that's doing it. Not like it used to be. I feel like back in the day, it was a lot more kids out there that was singing and dancing and doing all this stuff. So I think that's what's really missing in the music industry, is having a person that can, one, sell records and, be that face. But, when people come to a concert, they don't want to see you just stand there and walk around. They want to see a show.
Right.
And that's what I think is, it separates me from others, because you're going to get a show every single time you come and see me. No matter if I'm performing in the park for 2 people, you're still going to get 110%, or if I'm performing in front of thousands.
And you stand out.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
You stand out, of course. Ma'am. So I want to get into like the fighting to protect portion of this. Okay. A lot of Black and brown artists see their culture get taken, from dance trends to slang to whole sounds. How do you see that playing out in your own career?
Yeah, I think it comes to a point where we just have to protect our peace. We're not going to win every battle, but making sure that we get our names out there as much as possible, and make sure people know, like, this is ours. We did this, we did that. That's something I do a lot, especially like with my dancers. I try to always credit everybody, from my dancers, my writers, everybody that has poured into me. Majority of them are Black. So on interviews like this, I make sure I shout out like people like Tank. Tank is my engineer. He's one of my songwriters. He's helped me along the journey, from my very first song called Summertime Fling. My dancers, Josh, Mitch, Gabby, Damo, KB, Morgan, they all have poured into this thing called L Train, and they do it with a smile and have a good time. And I think they do it just because they're my friends, but also they love dancing. So making sure we credit those people that help us along the journey, because a lot of times they kind of get played into the back and don't really get to see them.
I definitely agree. Yeah, and those are the ones that is helping you continue to create that craft and build from that. So what does protecting culture look like to you? Is it about ownership, storytelling, and performance?
I would say it's all of those things. I think owning what you have, it helps you in the long run, because nobody can really dictate and tell you what to do with it.
Yeah.
But also knowing what to do with what you own is something big. A lot of people are like, let's own our masters, but let's say they're not really worth anything right now. What do you like?
Yeah.
It's good to have them, but it's better to know what to do when you do have them. So
yeah, I don't know why, but I can see like owning your own label company.
Yeah, I'm all about, I like helping out others. I like putting people on. Like a lot of the my peers, my friends, they get into music, and I try to help as much as possible. Shout out to KB the artist. He hard. He's a rapper out here in St. Louis, but he also, raps, dance, produce. Shout out DJ Dirty. He is my personal DJ, but he produces also. And Vidal, he's my photographer and videographer.
Love Vidal.
Yeah. Shout out Vi. He helps me out a lot. Yeah. He's like a mentor to me. So yeah.
We was just doing boots on the ground a couple weeks ago at the Clayco Juneteenth event.
Yeah, that sound like Vi. That sound like Vi for sure.
So yeah, opening up for Gwen Stefani, headlining your own show. You're only 17. Yeah. How do you stay grounded through all of that success?
Yeah, it's my family though. My family and my circle. I make sure I keep a strong and tight circle around me. They definitely hold me accountable for the things that I do mess up, and they keep me grounded. They keep me humble for sure.
Yeah, that's amazing. I feel that family is always going to be our background and our foundation. Yeah. I think about a lot of the support that I have had throughout my activism was family and mentors that just kept me grounded in who I am, because there are going to be some days where it's like, oh my goodness.
For sure.
I need to sit on the couch, watch a movie.
Yeah.
For me, at such a young age, I was getting so burnt out so quickly.
Yeah.
And I was like, doing what you love shouldn't always be drainful, and sometimes you got to have that balance. You need to bounce back to it, of course, but at the same time, like, I needed that support. So I leaned on to my friends and family to also have that support in what I was doing. So you're in the music industry. And do you have to turn music off some days?
I don't really necessarily get tired of music, because I just enjoy being on the go. A lot of times I find myself, when I do have the downtime, I'm like, dang, I feel like I should be doing something. I feel like I should be moving somewhere. So it's just, as I'm getting more deep into it, I just kind of got to figure out that balance of, it's time to chill. Even when my mind is like, bro, you should really just be out here singing and dancing somewhere, for real. So I just got to find that balance.
But when we're so busy, we sometimes forget what rest looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember when I graduated from high school, and this was like a week where I didn't do anything. And I'm looking at my calendar, everything is clear, and I'm like, did somebody go in and delete my events off my calendar? Like, I should be doing something. I felt so unproductive, and I'm like, maybe this is God telling me I need to rest. And I'm like, I gotta be up, I gotta be moving. And so I think that was like one of the actual first times that I really felt like what rest was like, of course during the line of activism and politics, but I was like, this is a sign where I'm probably moving around too much and I need to slow it down. Have you ever had one of those experiences?
Yes. The month of June for me was crazy. We had rehearsals every day for my headliner, and then we were also preparing for the Gwen Stefani. Then we had our whole press tour that we were doing. So it was moments where it was like, oh, snap, there's another thing and another thing. But then after, it was like, okay, it kind of settled down. I was like, something's off here. I got to go do something. I have to go do something. But, sometimes God will, once again, like you said, just sit us down for a little minute and, let us relax.
So I'm curious, what's next? I know that you are going into your senior year in high school at Lutheran North. That's amazing.
Shout out Crusader Nation.
Where can your fans and listeners look forward to hearing you and seeing you?
Yeah, so we got a few things coming up. Actually, this Saturday is my 3rd annual Summertime Fling Pool Party, which is free for all teens. So make sure you guys pop out for that. You can find the link to RSVP, I think, in my bio or on my website, officialltrain.com. Besides that, we got some events coming up in August. We got some back to school bashes and things of that nature. So definitely stay on the lookout. We're going to be at the SEL Arts and Entertainment Awards August 31st performing, but I'm also nominated for Young Entertainer of the Year and Best New Artist.
Congratulations.
So, for sure. Thank you.
That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So are you looking into college?
Yeah, that's been the talk. We just trying to find the right situation for me, because not the average teenager, don't have the average situation. So just trying to find that good home for me.
Yeah, do you see yourself in studying music?
Yeah, I want to focus more on the business side of music. So
that's interesting. Tell me more about that.
Well, I just don't see myself sitting in a class learning notes. That's not something I want to do. Because if I want to do that, it's a thing called YouTube that costs a lot cheaper than that I can learn and figure it out. And plus, I know a whole bunch of people that wouldn't mind teaching me for free. But learning that business side is something that I really want to do. For sure. For sure, that's what I want.
Yeah, so, as we wrap up this interview, I like to ask a few quick questions.
Let's do it.
It's like a quick fire round, all right? So, your favorite all-time artist?
Michael Jackson.
Okay. Your favorite dance move?
Side glide.
Your favorite game?
2K.
Oh, does he win 2K? Just want to let you know that.
Hey, we are in Gamers Island. We got games here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Nah. All I need to do is play the 97-98 Lakers.
What?
That's all I need.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, you tripping. You missing the best. You got the 03 Lakers right there.
I'm a Fortnite person too. People don't like play Fortnite no more.
No, you can kill me in that. I ain't gonna lie.
And also GTA. Looking forward to GTA 6 coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I may have a full-grown beard by that time. I'm just saying they taking a little minute for it to come out.
Oh, right. It is. They were supposed to release it, this year or last year?
This year, but it'll be coming out next year.
Yeah. Okay. Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
I say Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick.
They not like us. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, L Train, for showing up and showing that what culture is something that we do. It's alive because we protect it, we live it, and we pass it on. Keep shining, keep singing, and keep making St. Louis proud. We are all proud of you. 17 years old. I can't imagine to see you 10 years down the road, and it's all the amazing things that you're going to do in your future. To everyone listening, keep saying it proud. L Train, where can they connect with you at?
You can follow me on all social media platforms at official L Train. You can also keep good updates with my website, officialltrain.com.
So to everyone listening, keep saying it proud. Protect your joy, protect your story, and protect what makes us. Make sure that you're following L Train and stream the Freshman Project if you haven't already doing that. See you all next time. Bye, L Train.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.